Hey guys, it's Rose, and this week we are talking about how we found our matron and patron deity. First of all, I'm very sick. I have a cold. My head is like all, so I'm gonna try and talk loud enough so you can actually understand what I'm saying. So we are talking about how we found our matron and patron. And right now, at this moment, I only know who my patron is, and that's Pan, the god. Um, how I found him is I was not really like looking for a matron and patron because I have this feeling that it has to come naturally. Because if you really search for it, you might come into a specific god or goddess, but and who interests you, but is not the right one. And I feel like the matron and patron should like really search you instead of you searching them. So how I found my patron god, sorry, is I am studying from the book The Inner Temple. I also studied the Outer Temple. Um, Sorry, my computer is doing weird. Okay, so I studied from that book. It's from Christopher Penczak, I think you say the name. And it's all about going into your inner temple, meditation, and it's a lot of techniques that you learn from that book. And during those exercises that I was exercising, I think the word is anyway. So I was going into my inner temple, and suddenly I had like in my inner temple two thrones, and at the left I saw Pan, and it was very obviously that it was Pan. And on the left there was a mysterious woman who I will come back to later. But then I saw Pan. I was like, "Hey, I know who you are. You see the horns, his goat's feet. And I was like, I know who you are, but why are you here?" So we had a conversation, um, and it was really, I can't explain how the experience was. It was very special. And now I know that Ben was really like this energy that I needed at that moment, because he is all about being passionate, wild, free, careless, dancing, partying all the time. And I really needed that energy at that moment because I used to be wild and free, and at that point, I wasn't anymore. I was very strict and following the lines, and um, then I realized, like, oh, I need that energy back. I need to be a little bit more careless. I need to be free again. I need to be more adventurous and try new things and really be passionate about what I love. And so he really helped me go back into that energy. And since then, I really worked with his energy, with him in it itself, and it really helped me. So yeah, he's very special for me, and I actually wrote a poem for him. So I will read that later on. It's very personal, and don't kill me if the words are wrong or if I pronounce it wrong, but it's something special for me. So I will um, read it at the end of this video. Then about my matron goddess, that's a very hard quest. I call it a quest because she doesn't want me to know who she is. Um, in my inner temple, so you have at your right side, I see Pan, my god, and he knows who my goddess is, but he doesn't tell me. And at the left, she is standing there, and it's very weird because, and if you know who she is, if you have clues, please tell me because I'm clueless. And I don't really want to research too much because then I might guess something wrong. So sometimes she is like a pregnant woman. Sometimes she's very old. And at other times, she's like a very beautiful maiden, very innocent, but she always wears black. And she always has this sleeve, I would say, on her face, so I can't recognize her face. And every time I go into my inner temple, I can talk to her, and she would give me advice, and she's very sweet and soft, but sometimes she's like very rough too, like go to the point, like, girl, get up, do this, do your shit, grab your shit together, like literally grab your shit together. And I'm like, okay, so she's like, it seems like she's like three different persons, but she's all one. And that makes me think of like triple goddesses, but I'm not sure. It might also be three separate goddesses. Um, and I feel like I can really connect with her. And every time I'm in my inner temple and I need advice or something, she really talks, she soothes me. And there is like this very strong bond. And I know she is my matron, but for some reason she doesn't like to be known by me. So she's all this mysterious. She would never show her face. She always is very like calm. Um, but yeah, I'm very clueless about my matron, and I know that one day when I am ready, she will show me who she is so I can really work and connect more with her. But for me, that's not the most important thing. So I know she's there, and she's always there when I need her. When I'm like very emotional, I always go into my inner temple and talk to my matron and patron. Um, and they're really like in balance. She's more like the soft, calm, but very hard person. Like she's real. Well, I'm not sure how to say. She's like very um, I don't know the English word, like very direct. And then we have Pan, and he's like, "Oh, but don't mind, it's all okay. Just go with the flow, and just live your life day by day." And so it's very balanced, and I like that. So that's about my experience about my matron and patron deities. Sorry. um, so at the end, I promised to read a poem. I like drawing. It's my mirror book. So I'm gonna try and not cough the entire time. It's very hard. So, my devotion to Pan, my patron god. Listen, listen in the woods, you can hear his song. A gentle sound, yet so strong. A sound you can't ignore, a melody all will adore. Follow, follow the sound, for all to be found. Protector of the beasts, lover of the nymphs, god of the feasts. Dance, dance on the melody, dance on his symphony, dance on the beat of the wild, the beat of freedom. Dance deep in the woods, his kingdom. Feel, feel his lust only for those who trust. Feel his powerful energy and true passion you will see. Feel his embrace and become one with space. Become one, be one. Pan. So that's my poem. It's very personal. It's the first time I actually read it to someone. Um, so yeah, if you guys have any advice about how to recognize my matron goddess, please share it with me. And other than that, I have nothing else to say. So I'm gonna shut down the computer now and rest a bit because I feel terrible. So I'll see you guys next week, and many, many blessings.